Yes lads, how's it going? Max here, and today welcome back to another Spurs related video. On my right hand side, or left hand side, I'm not sure which side he is. It's Ben, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello guys, it's BenSpurs21.
If you don't know who he is, I'm sure you do. His links are down below, go check him out. He uploads some great Spurs content, you should honestly go check them out. Especially the West Ham and Chelsea ones, because he goes a bit mental in them. So, what we're going to be doing, Ben, obviously we've spoken about this before, we're going to be going through a couple of moments or goals in the season that obviously people on Twitter have told us to speak about. If you guys enjoy it, smash the thumbs up button. We'll be able to do more of these, and I'm sure it'll be good fun going in the future. Get some more guests on, get Ben on again. We're just going to see how it goes. All things football, all things Tottenham. We're going to talk about our favourite moment of the season. Ben, are you ready?
Couldn't be more ready. Let's go.
Couldn't be more ready. Excellent. Well, firing straight over to you, your favourite moment of the Spurs season that has just gone far away.
It would be the last ever home game against Man United.
Definitely.
For what the day was, for how almost unique it was as an atmosphere, because it didn't, even though we were obviously playing a football game, it felt like half of the time the people weren't watching. It was just, everybody was so caught up in obviously like being there for the last time that it overtook almost the game in a way.
It was literally, it was like a celebratory game, wasn't it? It was, like I said before, it doesn't matter. Obviously, we didn't want to lose, but it was either, even if we'd drawn, the celebrations would have commenced. That's what we wanted. We wanted to go unbeaten all season, and that's exactly what we did at home. Went unbeaten. Sad to see what our lane go now, but that's an incredible moment. That will live with all Spurs fans, especially us, to say we've witnessed it.
Yeah.
We've witnessed Tottenham go unbeaten all season. If I was to say to you at the start of the season, Ben, do you think we're going to go unbeaten this season? You probably would have said, no, Max, you're an idiot.
I'm the most optimistic of Spurs fans. I don't think even I could have predicted it.
So, it got to that stage where you get halfway through the season, and we were still unbeaten. So, to go all this way was unbelievable. So, that's obviously your favourite moment. One of my favourite moments has got to be the Swansea game, as I've said to you, and I'm sure many Tottenham fans are going to agree with me. The way we fought back, we got back into the game. Obviously, late on into the game, it's 1-0 to Swansea, we're losing, and out of nowhere, 5 minutes later, we're winning 3-1. We're on our way to 3 points. Unbelievable. Obviously, everyone played their part in that game. That just showed that it was going to be a bright season. It was going to be a good season, because I mean, like you were saying to me before, obviously Son and Janssen and obviously Eriksen coming away with a goal. It was just so good to see. You can see instantly the passion. Pictures, obviously, they can say 1,000 words, but the passion that went through the players when they scored and when we obviously took the victory away, and the way Pochettino goes and celebrates with the fans, it was just, it was like it was meant to be.
Yeah, magnificent.
So I don't know if you've got any feedback on that moment, because it was.
Oh yeah, it just, as you said, the scenes in for all the away fans when the Son goal went in, it was absolute. It almost felt like the moment of winning the league. It was that kind of celebration.
It was just such a good moment all in all. So that is our first point of today. That's our favourite moment, and let's move forward. Right, moving on. We've got our favourite goal from the season that has just gone. I started off with my moment, so I'm going to head over to Ben first. Ben, what was your favourite goal from last season and why?
Probably Harry Kane's penalty against Arsenal. Obviously not because it's, you know, who it's against and the occasion, but actually the whole minute from when Dele Alli scored the first goal, literally from the kickoff to win the penalty, and then Harry to put it away. It was almost a symbol of the new dominance that we have now.
Yeah, it wasn't just the penalty being a normal penalty, it was the build-up to the goal, wasn't it? And the fact that another goal had just happened like a minute beforehand. Yeah. Because what was brilliant about that moment is I hadn't stopped recording my vlog. I was still celebrating Dele Alli's goal. And then the fact that I went up the other end, got the penalty, converted the penalty. Yeah. Brilliant, brilliant moment. And those two, vital part of our season. Obviously, we've got the, well, was it 4 players that got over 20 goals? Was that 3? It's 3. It's 3. Was that Ali, Kane, and Son, wasn't it?
Son. And I think Eriksen wasn't 5. I think he got
no,
15 or 16. Yeah.
It was very close. So that is definitely one of my, I'm going to mention my favourite goal. It's actually part of 2. It's the headers against Chelsea. Obviously, Eriksen crossed them in. literally exactly the same, 2 headers. The keeper had no chance. Ali scored 2 headers exactly the same, and it was just the way...
copy goals.
Yeah, they were just brilliant. It was just the fact, obviously it was against Chelsea, obviously we wanted to beat them, but the fact that they were so synchronised, the crosses, you could have been, if they didn't have the scoreline up in the corner, you'd think you're watching a replay of the first goal.
Yeah.
Because they were both exactly the same, and that was just brilliant. It was such a brilliant night, brilliant memories, and that is definitely up there with my favourite goals, or goal of the season. There's been screamers, we know that there's been worldies, there's been top corners, there's been left, right, there's been the magnificent passes to create a goal, but that, the way they were just exactly the same, is special. Right guys, moving on to the third and final comment of today. Obviously, like I said, moving forward in these episodes, if you guys enjoyed them, smash a thumbs up. We will be doing more. We'll be talking about lots of things. We're talking about transfers, we're talking about everything that's happened in the season just gone and what we want to happen in the future maybe. Finally, we've got the favourite win. Now Ben, passing over to you, take it away.
Mine's a little bit left field. It's actually the FA Cup win against Wickham.
Good choice.
Of our cruise of the whole game went. Obviously 2-0 down at half time. We pulled it back 2-0. You think we're going to go off and win it. Then Wickham scored to make it 3-2. You just think, oh dear. It's one of those days.
Every Spurs fan in the stadium, oh god, what have we got going on here?
then 90 minutes to make it 3-0. We think, okay, fine, we can get that bit with a replay. The 97th minute, someone just drives the ball across, and because I was sat in the Park Lane end of the goal, we was all sitting up, like standing on the tiptoes, and as we saw the ball to the roof of the net, we just all I did a bit of bundle with like 7 people on top of me. We just all went bananas.
I'm sure it was an absolutely brilliant moment.
Absolute scenes.
It was the fact that it was the 97th minute. It wasn't just a normal late goal. It was, we shouldn't have been able to score that goal. It shouldn't have happened. And obviously there was more. It was more than just a cup game. It was more than just, oh, we're playing Wickham in the cup. It was the fact we were still unbeaten. And as every Spurs fan will sit here and who's watching this now would agree with me in saying, if we'd gone unbeaten all season in the Premier League, it wouldn't have been the same if you were to say to me, Ben, oh, but we lost to Wickham.
Yeah.
Because it was just what was on the line. It was more than just a cup game.
Absolutely.
And you could tell that from the players' reactions, from the fans' reactions. Like you said, you're getting bundled. Yeah, it was just it was a fabulous win. And equally, the fans going mental is to my victory. I've got the West Ham game, Spurs winning 3-2 against West Ham, obviously.
That would probably be my second, just below the Wickham one.
Yeah, it's, well, firstly, West Ham.
Yeah.
2, late winner. It's like, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? Beating your rivals in the last minute. Harry Kane as well. I mean, everyone loves him to score, don't they? So he's turned into one of these players that everyone's been hoping he's not going to do well. Like, I'm talking if you're not a Spurs fan, and he just keeps proving them wrong. I don't care if it's from the spot. He would still won the Golden Boot if he hadn't have scored his penalties. And it was like, we were obviously losing that game. I was doing the live reaction video. I was saying to Dad, oh no, look, here we go again. Typical Tottenham. We've blown it. We've had our chances. Tom Carroll. I was actually
at work during the game. I got on the way home when it was 2-1 down. Yeah. I went home, Mother Glum, just put everything in, put the TV on. I see it's 3-2. I'm like, what? How's that just happened?
I know, natural reaction. You're like, oh my god, what is going on? Yeah. Oh, that game was enough to give me a heart attack, because I remember we got it back to 2-2, and I was honestly like, well, cool. I think it was 87th minute. 2-2. We'll take that. We've worked hard. Haven't had the best games. We haven't lost. We'll move on. We're still unbeaten. Yeah. And then Son, a little bit of magic in the corner. He's found his way into the box. He's gone down. It's a penalty. I say he's gone down. It's not like he's actually gone down to win the penalty. He genuinely was fouled. I remember this. No one even criticised that. Kane, straight to the spot. 3-2. Happy days. Everyone's happy.
Never in doubt.
It is those moments you can look back on and think, this is why I'm a Spurs fan. This is what makes it enjoyable. This is what we've been through, the lows. It's time for us to experience these highs.
Unless you're actually a Spurs fan, because other football fans, when we say, remember last season when we beat West Ham 3-2, what a game it was, and others were just sort of who could like, yeah, you won 3-2. What? What was so special about it? Unless you are Spurs.
You don't understand.
You have no concept of how special some of those wins feel.
That's literally exactly what it is. And like I said, if that was against, it happens to be West Ham. If it was against your Sunderland, your Palace, your Borough, you'd be ecstatic, you'd be over the moon. But
relieved more than anything.
It's not one you're going to talk about over and over again, is it? No. As where this one, oh yeah, West Ham, rub it in your wounds, see you later. Where did you finish? We finished second, and you're still trying to tell us we're bottling the league, which we quickly need to mention we didn't. And if you guys want to find out Ben's thoughts on us bottling the league, check out his channel. His links are in the description. Definitely go subscribe to him if you haven't already. If you're a Spurs fan, even if you're a football fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy his content. And Ben, I think that wraps us up for today's episode. How have you enjoyed this?
It's been fantastic. It's a brilliant new series idea. I definitely think it's going to get better the more times you do it, Max. So yeah, excellent. I think it's been great.
Just so you guys know, we have recorded this for the second time over.
Yes.
I thought I'd chuck that in there, Ben. I'm very happy with how this has gone, so I appreciate you coming onto the channel, Ben.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you, no worries, no worries. And guys, if you have enjoyed, smash that thumbs up button. We'll see you guys for another video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Come on, you Spurs!
You know.